Good morning. Sorry, I'm quite a bit late, guys. I apologize. Turned everything, all the sound to everything off. Okay. So how's everyone doing today? Let me just share this over to the Book of Faces. And we'll see what's going on. And apparently we're experiencing buffing, or buffering. Open the widget. Status poor. I don't know why. We're just going to roll with it and see what happens. I am currently not a very big fan of my ISP, and well, the router modem thing isn't all that good to begin with. Oh, my buddy Daryl just made a post on his Facebook about his whole kitten journey thing. Thankfully, he actually did get the thing. Oh. You can ask the question, but don't come in. What's up? What? They're on the couch. What's the last thing? Use your words. I don't have any. Sorry. Go hang out. You can find out afterwards. And I got you a special treat from yesterday. But you have to listen and follow directions, alright?
I found an apple that is almost ripe.
Connor, you have to stay out. We can talk after. It's very important that you not show up on camera. Okay?
Why?
I will tell you why afterwards. This is your last warning today. Next time I will get very loud. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Kids are fun. Okay, let me see. Oh, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do the thing. Oh, now my stream is fine. So, share. Good morning. It looks like monsoon season is just about over. A little tongue in cheek. So while it's still nice and cool out, let's have a drink and chat to start the day. All right. So, there has been something that has been horribly vexing me about my laser cutter. So, do I have a sample here? There's one around here somewhere. There it is. So, as I was trying to prepare for the Arts on Fire event, I was trying to finish product, right? And all my product needs a tag, or comes with a tag. Let me show you. Like the earrings, they have a nice little tag, you know. The top is perforated so you can rip off the price tag if you're going to be handing this to somebody in the very near future. Very easy to take that, rip that off, and be on with your day. Same thing with my necklaces, the coal necklaces, which I think are quite handsome, to be honest. I think those are very pretty things. You see, it has a tag. It holds the lace nice. You know, has my symbol nice and centered. Again, has the price with a detachable tab. So, I think I came up with a very nice way to package the earrings and the necklaces. Problem is, you know, I made a bunch for the Arts on Fire event. Problem is, my laser started doing this really funky thing. For some reason, it would print and then go around for some unknown reason, and then double print on an offset. So today we're going to try and figure out what that little mess is. What's up, stranger? Morning, Ken. How we doing today, brother? I'm trying to diagnose something wrong with the laser, because this is pissing me off to no extent. I wasn't able to display my necklaces or the earrings that I make at the Arts on Fire event because my laser decided to just not like the files anymore. So we're gonna go into the file first off on here, and then second, try and fix it if we can. Hopefully we can. Restarted everything last night. I might have to re-download the software, which is another $100-some that I don't want to spend, just to get any and all updates. Because Lightburn is a really great software for doing this. They don't require you to have a license to use the software, even the Pro software that I got. But they do require the license, the continuing license, to receive software updates. I think that might be where the problem lies, but I don't know. What's up with you? I actually get the chat activated so you guys can see that you're talking to me. Chat. Alright. Let's cut that over. Let's see. Same old crap, but not working Monday and Tuesday. Ooh. Why do you have Monday and Tuesday off? doing anything fun. But let's get to work on our doobly-doo here. So, cuts. This is what? 27 color? Speed, power, that's fine. Number of passes, 1. Bidirectional fill, crosshatch. It goes back and forth, pop, 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 pop. And it's a flood fill. So, those are all the same settings I've always used. Let's see, 28, which is the little perforation. 40% line offset. Perforation mode. You know, it's cut, skip, cut, skip. Yeah, that's good. Skips a little bit more than it cuts, not much, but a little bit more. 1 pass. 29. 27 is the logo. Let's make all that single. Yeah, that's the image. So that actually, this should go down. Yeah, 40, 100, 40, 100. Image. Number of passes, 1. We're using dithering sample, dithering, Stucky. Okay, and 29 is just a nice cut line. It seems like that should work just fine. I don't know what the problem is. Oh, court for the ATV versus car. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. That sounds very not fun. Honestly, I thought that was already taken care of like a while ago, but apparently not. But everything is set here to 1 line. You can see pass count 1, pass count 1, pass 1. Even this guy, 1 pass. So I'm not sure why it's doubling up on things. I'm going to say we're going to make all of this single, just to see what happens. Because I think, I could be wrong, I could be very wrong. Hearing holder. Yeah, these are doing the same thing. And those are the little holes for the earrings. That's correct. Image, then the text, and the perforation, and then the cuts. Good morning, Alan. How are we doing today, brother? Unfortunately, I have not been able to get up to the forge recently, but I have been able to take care of gutting the gas forge last week or the week before, and then I got the KO wool and the rigidizer and got all that cut and put into place and made it all nice and pink. Um, I am going to try and either today or tomorrow, or maybe even Tuesday, get up to the shop for an hour or two, just to get a nice thin skim coat of refractory cement over everything, and let that really dry out for a few days. And then go up again later this week, like Thursday, and then put another good coat on the whole thing, and do a firing on Saturday. See how that works out. Ken, Resin Arts and Crafts. This is the DUI part. I'm going to see if there's a way to get the 4K out without going to small claims court. Ooh. Good luck, because that whole incident was some bullshit. Hopefully you can get at least something recovered. But good luck. And Alan, you're loading the truck up for a camping trip. Awesome. Mind asking where you're headed? I'll let that sit for too long. I'll taste all the tannins in it. That's fine. Nothing wrong with tanning your internal organs, right? Makes them last longer. So I tell myself. So I drink so much scotch. Yeah, these guys are all singles, and actually these ones didn't cut out properly either. This has been a hell of a week though, guys. It's been super busy, and I have been losing my mind. For no real reason either. It's just everything kind of all hit at once, and with all those big storms last week, traffic trying to get into work was a bloody nightmare. A bunch of transformers and stuff blew, and you know, down lines and stuff lying on the lines and stuff. There, repair crews all over the place. Very annoying. But I suppose such is the way of things. Homestead event pirate themed. That's cool. That's gonna be a whole bucket of fun. So I suppose after we get off this live stream here, because for whatever reason it doesn't like talking to my laser when I'm live streaming. I don't know why. We're gonna try running this again with everything individual pieces. Let me just, everything's turned on. So, I don't know what's going on, But we're gonna, run it like this and see what happens. But yeah, the night before I was trying to get all these cut out, and it just wasn't working. So, such is life though, yeah? That pirate event sounds really cool. It sounds right up your alley. And I still have everything all over the place. I mean, getting better, but I still have to unload a bunch of boxes and stuff, repackage things, pack it up, take it to the store. And I really need to get my ass on that, but you know how life goes. also working on painting the youngling's bed. He picked out this really nice shade of blue. It actually complements his little Mandalorian dart gun quite nicely. So almost the same shade of blue, actually. Same shade of blue as this, which is pretty cool. But that has also been put on hold several times, going back and forth with the whole Arts on Fire event that I did a couple weeks ago now, and then all the rain we've been having because we're painting it outside. Because well, he wants to help paint, which is fine. But oh boy. And when I'm done, I'll make you proper breakfast, alright?
I already ate all my stuff.
Okay, and when I am done, I will make you a proper breakfast, okay? So today is a very slow start. But that is what it is. I'm just trying to play catch up and really get my ass in gear about, you know, doing home improvements now. His bed, get some planters out there so I could, you know, start a little veggie garden. I know I'm late on that too. You know, put in the flower gardens. Which I'm not sure if I'm going to do a flower garden or an herb garden. Maybe both. Not sure. I also want to plant a few plants that will promote fireflies, because I love fireflies. It's fun going out late at night and catching them, especially with the young one. It's great fun. You should try it sometime. What else? I also need to put some TLC into my 3D printer, because now I have a few jobs piling up for that. And still stuck as it is. I don't know. I am kind of at the point where I want to get rid of this old one and switch up to a new one. But, and I have my eye on a few other upgrades for the shop that definitely need to be added. Let me show you what I'm thinking about. And Alan, if you're still here, I would love for you to chime in and tell me your thoughts. So, first off, this is a dream here. The belt flattener. That is just a dream right there. That's almost a pipe dream. To get everything perfect all the time. Oh, please. Well, that's not realistic. So what I want, I bet they're not going to show it. is this guy, but it does the... I really want to get a 2x72 is what I want. And I was thinking about getting the Vivor 2x72, but the one that has the rotating body, which is of course way more expensive. Oh, this one. Ooh, it's the same price as the other one. Lowest price in 30 days. Free delivery on Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Guys, I want it so bad, but I cannot afford that. I cannot afford to spend $1,000 on, because it's not just that. I also have to get all the belts for it as well. So, what I'm going to do with the profit I made from the, from the Arts on Fire event, this is the one I want. And I'll eventually get this one or a similar one because that's just nice, isn't it? I can flip the whole table 90 degrees. It bolts down to my bench, so I can put it right exactly where I want it and forget about it. You know, maybe I'll even put on like a little hook or something on the bottom so I can hang a bucket off it to collect all the sparks. I have a couple spare sparks, or a couple spare buckets now. What I'm probably going to end up getting, though, unfortunately, is the smaller version. Which is this guy. So this one is still a 1x30. So all the belts that I currently have will work on it. But it does have that release feature. It does have a larger base to it. You know, work table on it. Has the variable speed. And it does have a couple different platens. So while it's not as good and as large as the other one, this one will still be a significant upgrade. And it does turn 90 degrees. So I can use it, it'll be a lot easier to profile blades and stuff. So, Alan, if you have any, and this will work with the shop infrastructure currently. And this one still does bolt down to the table. So while it's not ideal, it's still a very serviceable piece of equipment, at least I think. And then I could use this one to either manufacture a big brother to it, and then this will become the portable one, or something. I'll figure it out along the way. Let's see. You just sent a picture. Where is my phone? There it is. I sent a pic. There it is. Been working on it for weeks. Keep running into issues, but I think it's finally done. Derek did the handwriting. Your wings were ready, but our hearts were. Well, Ken, I'm very sorry for your loss. As much as you bitched, I know you loved that pooch. And there it is. Well, as much as it sucks, it's for the best. It's just heartbreaking. Very good work, though. You always do very good work. There have been a few times where I've had to make urns and stuff. I actually had to make an urn box type thing for a friend of mine. She rescues a lot of animals and stuff, and she has them cremated for the longest time. She just kept them in the bag that it came with, and I eventually went and she asked me to make a box for her. Pine, finger joints, little raised feet, and a very, very, very tight fit for the whole thing. Very sad making. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, unfortunately. Very good work nonetheless. I know before today begins in earnest, I should probably do a good stretch routine. So yeah, that's my goal or whatever for this guy. Get this guy and then scale it up. Oh, maybe I can even use most of the same parts. And turn a $200 machine into an $800 or $1,000 machine. Who knows? But after I get this, my plan for the shop is to get the start working on a small tire hammer. Not a large one, just something that I can use to continuously move metal without tiring out my arms. So I can use my muscle for actually like the heavy stuff or the super detailed work, and save the grunt work for a machine. That's the idea, at least. This guy here, pretty much the same as the Vivor. Looks like I have two holes there that I can mount something on. Should be nice to put not a guard, but like a bucket here, that I can hang down underneath it to catch all the sparks and stuff. to having everything just spraying all over the place. I do like that quick adjustment there. I can a lot more easily than the one I have now take off the belts, swap them out. I am very sorry for your loss, Ken. That's my plan, at least for the day. I'm gonna, once this is over, I'm gonna turn the laser on, work on, trying to finish some more painting for the bed. I still have a few pieces I need to make for that before I can assemble the whole thing, so it's not like I'm in a super rush. Still have to do the staircase, and I still have to do the mounting blocks for the for the workbench. I still have to do the railing around the top in order of the slide. It's like a day's worth of work left on everything, minus the painting. I don't know how long the painting is going to do. Main body's almost painted. It's just got to do the legs next. Want everything to look fairly cohesive. And I'll probably actually, once all the stuff here is painted, I'll probably take that upstairs and assemble that, just so so everything's all kind of ready to go. And this is for when he's done in there. I'm just saying. Oh, I got a friend request from someone I've never met. Yeah, that one's gonna sit in limbo. But such is life, right? I have this stuff over here, Warbler, that I've had it for like 2 years, and I still haven't busted into it. Maybe sometime this week I'll try and play with that a little bit. I need my heat gun. I think I took that back to the shop, though. Child.
What?
Come on. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So next week, the bed should be finished, and this live stream will probably have the first firing of the newly lined forge. Hopefully it goes nicely, and it's the plan with as little issues as possible. And later in the summer, what I want to buy is, I'm already over here. Let's see. I want to buy a little blast furnace here. Let's see the one I want to. Because I want to start doing some some light casting to child.
What?
Stop. If you want to do that up in your room. I want to start making some furniture and stuff for a bunch of swords I have planned. Some copper, some aluminum, and some bronze or brass. I'm not sure which one to get yet. Let me throw you over onto the design screen so you can see what I'm seeing. There's a few here that I'm curious about. There's a few that are digital, that are meant for melting gold and silver and stuff, which are nice. But I don't know if I'm going to do that much jewelry work that'll warrant me getting a kiln or furnace or blast furnace, whatever, specifically for that. Because they're much smaller investments, much smaller molds, which is fine. It's just I want to try go a little bit bigger. I also need to get a set of gravers for several things. I have I have a metal that I need to engrave, and I have this idea for a torque. I don't know if it'll work or not. My idea is to take a 1/4-inch bar of steel, right, and run my angle grinder down each side and create a slit in it, and go back with some gravers and clean those slits up and put like an undercut in it, so it's kind of like a dovetail shape, and then from there inlay some copper into it, right, and then work it, put some twists in it, do something on the ends. Ideally I would like to cast the end furniture, like a cow's head on one side and like a wolf's head on the other, but I don't think I can do that yet, so I'll probably just do a simple finial, probably a scroll or something. But with the juxtaposition of the steel and copper, I think it'll look really cool. Kind of basic, kind of muted, but still very visually interesting. Especially because once it's polished, you'll have the black from the steel, and you'll have that nice copper color. I'll polish it up real good. do the hot wax on it. I think hot wax on this one. I'm not sure if I want to do hot wax or boiled linseed. I'm going back and forth on them. I'm thinking wax because it'll be a little bit safer and nicer on the skin. And eventually I want to do an all copper one, and then use one of my torches to kind of melt the ends together and kind of melt and weld, kind of forge weld all those ends together from a braided copper. Maybe have a couple strands of brass and bronze in there just to give it a little bit more visual depth. Not sure yet. But yeah, get those ends melted together and kind of forged down and consolidated, and then carve those. Kind of think that's how they did it way back in the day. But to do all that carving and everything, I'm going to need the grapers anyways, along with various bits on my Dremel and so on and so forth. You understand where I'm going at. I don't think I need anything super large, because like for the furniture for a sword, it's only going to be like the quillions and maybe like a vanity piece and like a pommel. I can't make all that out of steel. It's just one of those things. One of those things I gotta mess with. But like, volumetrically, I also need to figure out like how much different an 18 kilogram furnace is going to be versus a 25 kilogram. Child. He wants to find my last nerve. He really does. Like this one here is amazing. 260 bucks for a 1600 watt digital furnace for gold melting. If I worked with precious metals enough, like that would be amazing. But I don't. One day it'd be nice to have a studio set up where I can have, have my, wood shop as one thing, my smithy as another small outbuilding, and then maybe above the wood shop have a full office suite, where I can do all my taxes, video editing, have all my lasers and machines, have a nice big leather bench. This one's tiny. It's kind of too small for a lot of the projects I want to do, but it's perfect for a lot of the ones I end up doing, like the wallets and belts and so on and so forth. And then in there have a full setup to do like jewelry, just doing jewelry, whether it's the coal necklaces or finishing the earrings, doing some precious metal work and some nicer stuff. But I just don't have that space right now, unfortunately. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do. If I'm going to go, what size I'm going to go with for the furnace, and that'll also be complemented by having that nicer belt grinder. That belt grinder will allow me to do more knives faster. Not as fast as a 2x72, of course, but still more knives faster, which is always good. Everyone likes it when I'm able to turn out more. Just help making the cleanup of everything a lot easier. So those are my 3 goals, 3 upgrades for the shop that I want by the end of the summer, if I can. The belt grinder, the power hammer, and I think this would be last on the list. So this will probably be something like mid to late fall. I'll get a furnace. Man, that would be cool though, wouldn't it? Just got that chainsaw. I opened that up the other day at the shop to make. Actually, I did that on a live stream, I think. And yes, it's gonna help around the house and stuff. Having a chainsaw with I have a tree I need to fix, but primarily I got it for the shop to make breaking down wood a lot faster, especially for my tobacco pipes and stuff. Instead of using a maul and then all the cleanup associated with that. So we're doing upgrades. We're doing a lot of upgrades. It's just I want it now. Let's fade back to that and wrap this up. Good luck with the laser. See ya. Alright, Ken. Well, yeah, it's about time to test that out. I think some luck is what I need. Anyways, well, that is the hour. That hour went fast. Well, we started a little late. It was my fault. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And thank you for helping make this world better.